we're going to be starting with cylinder 6 because we're on top dead center on cylinder 6. The way I saw this was because I jiggled the valves and the exhaust valve was loose. The intakes, neither one were loose on the intake, so we're going to be right on cylinder 6. We have a timing pin on the flywheel to getting us to top dead center here. I'm gonna give this a little bend, that way helps me get in there. I like leaving a little excessive drag on it because by the time I tighten, I find personally that it always loosens up a little bit. So I always leave a little excessive drag on it, and of course check afterwards. If the drag is still excessive, then back off, do it again. I think that's right on the money. So this one here for our engines, 30 hundredths. Now the intake calls for 15 hundredths. Or thousandths. So there's light drag there. That's about where I want to be. I'm gonna just give it a little excessiveness. You just gotta finesse it a little bit. Just get freaky with it. That to me is freaking awesome. Always remember the rule of thumb, intake is going to be smaller than exhaust. So if you're ever thinking, which one was it? Always remember that. Thicker one is always the exhaust. Now we're doing... So we did 6, now we're doing the intake on 5, which is going to be this one here. The astute amongst you will notice that I started on the 6th, and that's okay. For all those people that think it's not, just watch the video backwards. Scratch those little buddies out on your little notepad. You did intake on 5. Now we're going to do exhaust on 4. Dude, these markers are awesome, huh? So we did exhaust on 4. We got intake on 3 now. Another little tip, and just a tip, and only for a minute. Alright, I'm gonna quit using AVE's jokes. Another little tip is well, obviously write it down in the pad, scratch off everything that you're doing. And I've had it before to where I swap these out. Even though I've been doing this, this isn't the first time I've done this, I still get them swapped out. So what I do is I use 2 feeler gauge sets, and I leave the last one that I used in the last valve that I did. That way I can't use that same one to do the next one that's going. So right now that one's still in there. Then I'm going to do this one, and I'm going to leave that one in there, and I'm going to take this one out. And that way you're always 100% sure you're using the right one. So we're doing intake. Oh, okay. Yeah, I appreciate you. I know, y'all caught it. Okay, so it's intake, cylinder 3. You'd be surprised, man. They do be catching shit. I've seen it on other channels. They're just like, because there's people that have been doing this forever and they're just beast as hex. You always got to remember there's always going to be somebody better than you. And that's okay. It gives you somebody to compete against. We're scratching off our little buddy here. And we got one more.
Exhaust 2.
We got one more exhaust.
Make sure you tighten that one back up.
Well, this one here,
Mm-hmm.
it's not adjusted yet,
Okay.
so we're gonna eventually untighten it, and I don't think it'll move that much. It'll be okay. 'Cause we know exactly where we're gonna be anyway.
Alrighty.
Appreciate the looking out though, for sure.
I'm just learning, guys. This is my teacher. Right now, I'm just a recorder. Cameraman.
Pretty beast though, man.
You know, gotta get it at all angles as we go. Jiggy jiggy.
Yeah, pan it in, pan it out. Nah. Have you seen Nightcrawler?
With the black car?
No, the movie
No.
with Jake Gyllenhaal. I think it's Jake Gyllenhaal. It's about this guy that finds out that you can make a living from recording accidents and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he likes it so much that he just booms it. But he's also a sociopath, so he's willing to kill or let die in order to get the shot. You know what I mean?
What the hell?
Here, pass me the camera, that way I can show where the barring tool goes. Alright. So we were on 6. This is where the barring tool goes. It'll go on the passenger side of your engine. If you have this tool, this is where it goes. But okay. So this is the barring tool. This gears onto your flywheel, and it'll do the turnies with a 1/2-inch ratchet. And what you do, well, I did. There's a longer bolt at the top, and that longer bolt we just used as the guide pin in that plug. I don't know if you can see it there. So that's pretty much how you time it. So we're about to take that pin out, with that bolt out again, turn it until it falls into place again, and then we'll be in TDC on cylinder 1. Okay, so here we don't need your little notebook anymore, because here technically all you got to do is just do all the ones in line that you haven't marked. So this is going to be number 5 exhaust. Dang it. We're doing number 4 intake. Number 3 exhaust. A huevo. For some reason we forgot to mark cylinder 2, or did we erase it?
Forgot to mark it.
Because we did do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so entonces this one's done. This one's done. I'm doing that one again. I don't like it. Yep. Okay. Ahora. It's intake cylinder 2. You'll notice the bridges get stuck on the valve sometimes, so I mean they'll get stuck on the rocker. I don't know why, dude, but in Mexico the smell of diesel and this kind of oil smells way better. Like when you go to shops in Mexico, they smell way better. I don't know why. Not aromatic, but just smells more like a shop. Just a random fact.
Mm-hmm. Gas 2. Frog. It might stink, bro.
Ah,
Random
well,
frogs.
appreciate that. Oh, goddamn. Appreciate the heads
You
up.
smell it?
Yeah.
Ooh! There's random frogs around here. I don't know who's stepping on them, but they're here. And it hasn't rained.
And it hasn't rained. It thundered.
Oh man.
Both too tight. That's all, folks. That's how you do a 3406E.